If you've read the title to this video, you already know that I attempted the infamous 100 head challenge, and I am so excited to be sharing some of the thoughts I have around this challenge with you all. So grab your paints, your sketchbook, and let's get right into it. The first thing I would tell anyone looking to get into this challenge would be to learn some basic human anatomy, some basic face proportions before you get into this challenge. You will realize as you get into the challenge that a lot of the faces are very unique, so knowing some basic face structure will give you a head start to figuring out where each part is supposed to be. Now I know sometimes human anatomy and the face structure can get a little technical, which can make things a little boring for you. But trust me, I personally was putting learning the basic fundamentals off for a really long time. I really did procrastinate. However, the moment I learned and took a couple hours off my time to learn these basic fundamentals, it changed my skill level exponentially, and you will notice that change just by learning the basic proportions. That's all you need. You don't need to go too deep into it. Moving to tip number 2, and that would be to not compare your art to other artists. I started this challenge because I wanted to learn how to draw faces, and I found some really nice artists, established artists who have years of practice doing the same challenge. Looking at their art, I felt super inferior to theirs, but then I also realized that it takes a particular amount of skill to get to that level, and the whole point of this challenge was that you will eventually get to that level as you practice. So instead of comparing myself to those artists, I drew inspiration from them, which gave me a really good boost that I needed. My third tip is to bring in variety, which is to say use different mediums, different styles, or go monochrome. Initially, the challenge was super fun because I was seeing that there is a lot of variety of faces. However, as you go forward, you're going to notice a lot of old grumpy men that are weirdly structured, and also there's a lot of sculptures, so you might need to bring in your creative juices to keep the challenge interesting and give you a push to move forward. That's one thing that I regret me not doing, and that was to experiment with different media. The last one isn't a tip, but just take it as some big sister advice, if you will. And that is that you are going to have good and bad pages, and that's totally fine. When I started out, my initial pages sucked, and I feel like a lot of them afterwards sucked too, but honestly, that's fine. I learned a lot from this challenge. I surprised myself to a whole different level. I got so much gratification from pushing through. There was really times when I wanted to drop off and be like, you know what, it's okay. I don't need to go through the challenge. Nobody's holding me accountable. However, pushing through those bad times is what led me to look back on this challenge and feel so proud of myself. And I think you will feel that way too. So push through the bad pages, appreciate the good ones, just keep learning. And I promise you, by the time you get to the end of this challenge, you will have noticed something change in you. You will have more patience with yourself. And also you'll have a lot of consistency. So don't beat yourself up if you have some bad pages. Alright guys, and with that we came to the end of the 100-day challenge. As you can see, I was using a lot of colored pencils to show you my excitement. I'll give you a quick flip through from day 1 to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the sketches, and found some of the tips helpful. If you'd like to know more about this challenge and have any questions, you can always feel free to leave it in the comments and I will be there to help. Thank you so much once again for watching this video, and see you in the next one.